Hello and welcome! Today we're going back in time to 2002. The Bohrok swarms have been unleashed on Matanui, leaving the island in a state of ruin. Our heroes, the Toa, have been fighting back, and have even managed to collect enough Krana to unlock the chamber of the two Barag queens, Cahdok and Gahdok. But the twins are hugely powerful, and even working together, the Toa just aren't strong enough to beat them. At least, not without a bit of extra firepower. Enter the Exo Toa. So, this set was a bit of a bait and switch by LEGO. The 6 Exo Toa were hyped up as these exciting, powerful new mech suits that the Toa could use to take down the Barag twins and end the Bohrok war. But when the storyline finally rolled around to the big battle, the Exo Toa were reduced to basically a joke. Our heroes spent about 5 minutes in them before they realised that their regular old elemental power is more effective, so they ditched the armour and used their powers instead. I've honestly got no idea why the Exo Toas were so badly sidelined. Perhaps LEGO just decided that a comparatively expensive set like this didn't lend itself well to a storyline that demanded 6 of them. And fair enough, I doubt many parents would have been thrilled about buying their kids 6 identical sets for Christmas, just to upgrade figures they already had. But it was a bit of a cruel trick after all the hype. Anyway, after that debacle, the Exo Toa did appear a few more times in the story, but mainly as cannon fodder. So, on with the review. The Exo Toa is a suitably large set, built almost entirely from Technic pieces, but with some recognisable Toa and Bohrok parts mixed in. There's a Bohrok windshield in black for the chest piece, which was new for this set, and a Parak hand in silver, which remains exclusive to this day. The articulation is mostly limited to ratchet joints at the hips, and ball joints in the shoulders. There's nothing in the knees or ankles, although the toe armour wiggles a bit, so there's that. Oh, and the faceplate is attached via ball joint, so it can be adjusted, but it looks very strange if you try to move it. The right arm is designed with a punching action feature in mind. You squeeze the bicep, and those 2 big hooks get propelled in the direction of your opponent's face. The arm snaps back into place thanks to an elastic band, which means you can pull off enough quick volleys to dispatch even the most stubborn of foes. And even when you're not using the action feature, the arm is big and bulky enough to be a deterrent in its own right. You just know things will end badly for anyone on the receiving end. The left arm looks a little spindly in comparison, but still packs a punch, pun not intended. It's equipped with a Technic missile launcher, which can fire a projectile at your unsuspecting foes. You only get one shot though, so aim carefully. The set's main action feature is related to its function as an exosuit. You press this little button on the chest here, and the main cavity will open up to accommodate one of your Toa characters. The head lifts up to make room for the Toa's head, and these flappy bits at the front are like pedals for their feet. Around the back are some gears to help with the opening and closing of the headpiece. I'm not sure how much they actually help though, since the mechanism works fine without them, but it's a fun gimmick to play around with. And once you've opened the suit up, you can fit your Toa inside. Official artwork mostly shows Tahu piloting, since his colour scheme is a nice match with the orange highlights, but it works with all Toa except Onua and Pohatu. Unfortunately, Onua's hunched design prevents the canopy closing, and Pohatu just doesn't fit at all. But Lewa fits in perfectly, as does Kopaka, and even Galley doesn't have any issues despite her, busty chest. The weapons can cause problems though, especially longer ones like Tahu's sword here, as they can get caught in the arm mechanism. The obvious solution is to pop them off while the Toa is inside, but there's not really anywhere on the armour for them to go, so make sure you keep them somewhere safe. And once your Toa has reached the inevitable conclusion that the suit is just holding them back, getting them out again is as simple as pushing that orange button. So, here's a comparison with the Boxor, the counterpart set designed for the smaller Tohunga characters instead of the Toa. Both sets were on shelves at the same time, and as you can see the Boxor is considerably smaller, which was reflected in the price point. They mostly share the same colour scheme, although the Exo Toa has some silver thrown in as well. And if you're not a fan of the silver, it's easy enough to switch out. Here's one with gunmetal armour instead of silver, and some orange highlights thrown in. And if we're customising, how about replacing that spindly gun arm? Here's Heavy Arms Boxor with 2 punching arms and posable blasters on each shoulder. The blasters are easy enough to attach, they just clip on around the back. Maybe now it will be strong enough to take on the Barag twins. And there we have it, a quick review of the Exo Toa. It's a really nice set, and one that I'm very happy to have. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your own Bionicle thoughts and stories. So click that like, leave a comment, and maybe even think about giving that subscribe button a little click for more content. Ta-ta!